Oh, we back like the Juggernaut, baby. New Gaming Order, Alex Lexus, Nelson Del Rio, New Gaming Order staff, and Buttmaster Gaming coming at you for our next topic. I'm just playing noob. You know I love you, man. But with this, we are in our next topic, and I done messed up the freaking camera thing. Give me 1 second.
Uh,
Okay, go back to intermission. Go back to podcast. There we go. All right, so new gaming order. Nintendo. Shout out to Free Play Mode. I tried to get him on the show today, but he had to go to
He
work
man,
also.
he getting his ass kicked. I get 5.
Wow. You know what? That's gonna be between you and him once y'all get set up. But new gaming order. What's going on right now? Nintendo. N4G.com is stating that Nintendo NX won't have third-party support. I'm looking at the article. You guys can check it out in the chat who are watching us live. I don't see that as a smart move if true. If true. But I'm looking. Let's see if the full story can cover that. All right. Okay. I don't see. Well, that it was coming from NeoGaf originally, but just to like kind of lay a foundation, they're saying that Nintendo NX won't have third-party support, but then you're looking at GamingBolt.com. They're stating that Nintendo and EA are working on a deal for a series of games for Nintendo NX. It's contradictory. So I don't know what's so going on here, but just going around the table. Actually, I want to start with NGO Goken, and then I'll go back in order. But Goken, what are your thoughts? Do you think Nintendo can survive just with first-party support? And what's the thought with the this whole thing with EA?
So, I mean, let's not forget, like, if we were to sit down and look at Nintendo IP, right?
Hmm.
They have a ton of original content they could develop games based off of. They just haven't for whatever reason, right?
Hmm.
I'm hoping. I think they can. I think they have a not just Mario. We're not talking Mario, whatever. Maybe there's some things in the works. Maybe like Sega will finally get bought or really do something this year with Nintendo. You already saw there were some transitions in Mario versus Sonic type things. Like
Hmm.
maybe those two big players are finally merged into one beast. Or maybe Nintendo's ready to lease out license for their IP that hasn't been released to creators like Capcom and all the other developers out there to actually start making content and not just like Platinum Games. Maybe expand that a little bit more, right?
Hmm.
I think they can do it. They just have to, start letting go of the reins a little bit when it comes to their, ownership of certain characters that they actually have that they're not leveraging.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
Okay. But
hopefully
like,
I'll keep that short.
yeah, but with that in general, like it's a confusing where EA is supposedly working with Nintendo on this rumor, but then they're talking about Nintendo not having third-party content for their new hybrid console. Can they survive just on bread alone? You know what I mean? Like you need the meat, you need freaking fiber, you need water. You know what I mean? I think
Like
that
I said, I think they can. It's just about what they're ready to do, right?
yeah.
If we don't know what they're ready to do or what they're willing to let go of or lend out, we just don't know yet, right?
Yeah.
There could be a huge announcement for developers and say, hey, if you have the chops to develop a game, we're willing to let you use this IP. And they say, all right, great,
Mhm. Okay.
and they just let it go. And they're like, all right, cool, you can develop this game. You bid on, you say, hey, we want to develop this. This thing came out on Nintendo in
Mhm.
'95. And, you guys haven't done shit with it. Can we use this character and develop a new game? All right, yeah, you can do it. Or it's you could do it. Something like that.
But this is Nintendo we're talking about. I'm just
I know, but
saying.
maybe it's going to be a different Nintendo. Hopefully, So this is make or break right now.
Mhm.
So
All right. All right. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna slightly go out of order. I was gonna go with Kasimi next, but I actually want Shinraven to give his 2 cents on Nintendo's possible, strategy with the NX. Like, this support, like third party support, is
PC is
too
cool.
important. Like, what are your thoughts?
So with Nintendo, let me ask you this. Let's
Okay.
say you get a Nintendo, you got a game that's a third party game that goes across all platforms. Are you going to be playing Call of Duty on Nintendo Next?
Uh huh.
Are you?
I
No, probably not.
probably
Probably not. You're going to probably pick it up on PC, your PS4, or your Xbox One.
yeah.
That's 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 a fact, you know.
Mhm.
So that being said, like it's not so much like the hardware or anything like that, whether the hardware is able to keep up or not. It's even like just like the netcode. Like a lot of things that Nintendo likes to do is, especially like with like their online play and everything, they're for the most part wireless. So then like people are not going to have the greatest online experience on there.
Mhm.
I think Nintendo, if they're going to really go all for it, as to stay like completely just Nintendo product, no third party support, yeah, they're going to definitely sell because like with the
Mhm.
exception of like the Panasonic 3DO, every
Oh,
with that
wow.
Zelda title, every fucking game that Nintendo had put out had always
Mhm.
been only on Nintendo, and then people
Uh-huh.
that are fans of Nintendo are going to buy Nintendo. That's what's going to be their selling point.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm looking through this article. Any third-party developer that works with Nintendo at this point, I think there's a concern about making a return on that investment. The audience, you know, Nintendo really. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, and I want to see them do well, but I think that the reputation of not accommodating a third party is a stigma that's going to stick with them for a long time to come. We're in that era where people make memes and all this other stuff. Like once you're branded, it's kind of hard to wash, some of that stigma off of you. But if you're done, I want to give the floor to Kasimi and get his thoughts on it.
I ain't really got nothing, man. I mean, I'm really getting tired of these rumors, dog. I'm ready to just see this shit and see what they're gonna do and
Hmm.
go from there, man. On another note, that Pokemon though, I might have to go and jump on that Pokemon.
Oh, on a side note, what is it? Drew Barrymore is doing some Pokemon 20th anniversary event. Who would have thought the Firestarter would be out? It was into Pokemon. Good stuff.
Pikachu.
What
What the hell?
unbelievable. But with that, Takuma, what are your thoughts on I guess the impending rumors with EA trying to.
Man, come on now. Come on. Don't do this to Nintendo. I love my Nintendo. Come on. Don't do this. I mean, if the rumors are true, then it's going to kind of suck. And I really don't want that to happen or come to pass. So
Hmm.
they need to do something. I understand why the sales are, bad and up and down, something like that. But, I mean, come on. Let's fix this. That's all I got.
All right, all right. Now I didn't skip anybody, did I? I know Playboy, you're not like really like the Nintendo guy here.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so with that, you know what, Nelson? If you wanted to close us up on this topic, we can move on to the next. What are your thoughts?
If I remember correctly, talking about the third-party support,
Mm-hmm.
the next console. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. This is directly at Nintendo. You want more money? Do third-party support. You don't want no more money? Then whatever. I know you guys just made the grand reopening of like the Nintendo store in
Mhm.
Manhattan and shit like that. And I guess you wasted a ton of money for nothing, but. Yeah, people want other goddamn games on your console. They want Call of Duty. They want Resident Evil back. They want rated M mature games. They don't want rated E games for life on that thing. I mean, your DS has much more horror, shooters, action, violent games than the console. So I don't see the point of why not make more money. You're not losing anything, and you'll get more of a fucking fan base than you have now. So
This is indeed
it
true.
is what it is. If you want to single yourself out, Nintendo, go ahead. Then, as and always will, PC Master Race will kill everybody.
The bastard race.
Yes, we
What?
will.
PC the bastard race? Dang, what the
PC
heck?
Master Race, get it straight now. Get it right.
Well, I'm on.
Yeah, milk
I'm on that Master Race strip too, but what the heck? Like PC Master Race, the Vulcan.
PC Master Race.
High PC.
Yeah, high up. All right, new gaming order. We're gonna go into intermission, and we're gonna cover our last few topics. Probably go into PSA mode, and again, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com, or I'm gonna hit you with the head crush. So, with that, stay tuned for our live audience. Stay tuned with us. You get the extra content in between, because again, I always encourage you guys, watch the director's cut, because it's usually some good stuff in between. All right, so we will be back. Peace.